Hey man, what's going on?
Hey man, what's up?
Nothing much. Just trying to get this podcast. I did one last night with Zach last night, and I'm a little bit tired. I'm not gonna lie, but I wanted to get this one in the books as well. So I don't know. What should we talk about first? I mean, I'm gonna do some questions first, and then we'll be able to have free talk at the end.
I mean, you can ask me whatever you want. I really don't care about wrestling or anything. I really don't care.
All right. Okay. So the first question was, how long have you wanted to wrestle? Like how that came about.
I'm sorry?
I was like, yeah, like how that came about as to you wanting to be a wrestler.
Oh, okay. Well, it all started when I was actually over at my cousin's house, and my uncle and my cousin were watching wrestling. It was Randy Orton versus, I forget who it was, but they were watching it, and they were big fans of Randy Orton, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's awesome. So I kind of focused on my career as kind of like a shadow of Randy Orton. Randy Orton's been one of my favorites. So yeah, and I've been liking wrestling for a very long time, probably since I was maybe 10. Probably I'm 16 now, so about 6 years.
Damn, that's tight. Yeah, I've been watching wrestling pretty much since I was in diapers, and I always had like a whole bunch of favorites, but I could never stick to actually one guy because everybody was just so different, and it's easy to feed off of different people. Like everybody was pretty much entertaining me and was influencing me pretty much to want to be a wrestler too. So it just came down to that.
Well, my all-time favorite wrestlers has got to be Roman Reigns and The Undertaker, and I like the Hardy Boys. They're pretty cool too.
Right.
I like Sting also. I wish at WrestleMania they would have Sting versus The Undertaker, but that never happened. I'm pissed off about that.
Yeah, sadly we won't get Cena versus Undertaker at this WrestleMania either. It sucks.
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing you have ever experienced when you were wrestling?
On my what?
What is the worst thing that you have experienced when you were wrestling?
Well, I have done amateur wrestling. I've never had a pro match yet, but I'm cousins with Dick the Bruiser Jr. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
And I've managed him one time, but I've done amateur wrestling for a lot now, a long time now. So the worst thing that ever happened was, this is actually kind of funny, not gonna lie, but we were wrestling. I wrestled in my high school.
Right.
And I was wrestling this guy, and he had me in a headlock, and so we're wrestling around, and he farts super loud. And I'm like,
oh my god!
Get the hell off me! So yeah, that's probably one of the worst parts about wrestling and stuff that I've ever experienced.
Dude, that sounds horrible. And it was probably so loud that pretty much everybody heard it, but then they brushed it off oh, maybe this is part of his gimmick. Maybe he just does that. I don't know.
Maybe that's his finisher.
Right, that's his finisher. Put you in a headlock and farts. That's your finisher. Jeez, oh my god. I think I would be sick. I don't think I would want to continue with the match. I would probably continue the match, but I wouldn't want to after that, especially if it was really, really horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What were people's opinions when you said you wanted to be a wrestler?
I'm sorry?
What were people's opinions when you wanted to be a wrestler? Their reaction.
What was their opinion?
Yeah, and their reaction.
Well, I've wanted to do this for a long time, like I said, and like a lot of my schoolmates actually, they all knew that I wanted to be a wrestler. The thing was, back then I was really scrawny and like I had no muscle at all, and they're like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, you can't be a wrestler." And they would like make fun of me and stuff, and that's, I mean, I was hurt. This was like probably sixth grade, and making fun of me because I wanted to wrestle. And I was like, come on, dude, that's like what I want to do for a living. And well, I also have a backup career. Well, I'll do both. I'll do wrestling, but I also want to be a graphic designer. So
Yeah.
say like my career, say I get injured or something, there's something I can fall back on. So that's
Right.
kind of how that turned out.
Yeah, it's always good to have like a backup plan. But people can say like, "Oh, you can't be a wrestler because you're scrawny." But look at Finn Balor, one of the best wrestlers in the world, and people said the exact same thing to him because he was small, and he didn't really have any muscles. He was just a small, like pretty much kid when he started wrestling. So, but that's what I like to think about. Like when I like people say, "Oh, you can't be a wrestler because you're either too fat or you're too skinny or you're too tall or too short." But there's plenty of wrestlers that are small, short, fat, and look where they are. They've won championships. They've done a lot of things. And so, yeah, I just like.
But now since I'm in high school, it's like everyone's like, dude, you should really be a wrestler. You are a beast. Because I've changed so much since I was in middle school and everything.
Right, yeah. And it's like, once you get, it's like, okay, we're not in middle school days, and now you're in high school. I think, in my opinion, people are more supportive in high school of others' dreams because pretty much your life is really about to start after high school. So there's really no telling what you want to do. So if you want to be a video game designer, people are like, oh yeah, you should do that. And plus, if they see that you progress and you say you want to do this certain thing, they'll definitely be behind you. So
yeah.
So what have you ever had like a highlight of your career so far yet?
Probably my biggest highlight was managing for my cousin, Dick Bruce Jr. That was in Van Wert, Ohio. That was awesome. That was really cool because it was me, and it was him, and it was a guy named Mr. Fitness. Oh, he's a character. So yeah, that was like the first time I really actually experienced like the wrestling like in my own like way.
Right, you have to see it pretty much firsthand what can happen. Basically you had like a VIP pass, so like you're right next to the action, and so you're able to pretty much get a closer view of what you're in for. So.
Well,
Pretty
I've
cool.
been talking to my high school, my principal, and I've been trying to make him have a fundraiser. Well, my grandma had breast cancer last year, and I really wanted to have a fundraiser at my school, which will have like a wrestling main event at my school in the gym. And I'm trying to talk my principal into it, and he's like, dude, that's a great idea. But I don't know if he's going to freaking, well, I have like friends that are involved in it, and I want him to actually like do it. I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah, I think it would pretty much draw because wrestling draws any crowd, whether it's a small crowd or any crowd, because it intrigues people, especially people who don't really know anything about wrestling. It intrigues them, and they want to see what's pretty much going on. People may laugh, people may make fun of it, but hell, you're doing what you love, so who cares at the end of the day?
Wrestling could be a comedy, it can be anything. It could be, it's just like a big movie, pretty much. Big movie production.
Exactly.
It could be comedy, a horror movie, it could be action movie. Well, most of it's action.
Yeah.
It could be any kind of movie you want. Just what the people that are wrestling make it.
Exactly. Take for instance Joey Ryan. Pretty much comedy.
Yeah.
He's comedic. Dick flip. Who does that? Who does that? And then there's a a boobplex. See, there's many multiple things, and then you have different. You can do anything you want to when you get in that ring, so long
You
as
just
the
kind of
crowd is
got to
into
draw
it.
the crowd the way
Right.
that they want to be drawn. Like if they're into something and you got to act that out. You got to need some cheater for you.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty much anything goes once you step between those ropes. Anything pretty much goes.
Yeah. Well, I have a question for you. Have you ever had a match?
Sadly, not yet. I did do some background wrestling before I even wanted to become like a professional wrestler because I wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't that serious on it because I had so much going on, like baseball and stuff. I would go to like when like promotions would go to my local civic center. I would go and like watch it, but I would go to the shows, but I haven't had a match yet. I've done backyard wrestling, which was pretty fun because we were able to do anything and everything we could think of. And so, sadly, haven't had a match yet, but I'm still working on that. It's alright though.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been talking to a lot of people. I know a lot of people that wrestle and everything, and I want to get trained. But the thing is that it costs so much money to get trained. And I can't afford that because I'm doing all this stuff at home. And yeah, so I can't. It's expensive to wrestle.
See, mine is okay. So my issue is that the transportation issue because of the part of Florida I live in, and the pretty much all the rest of the schools are in Florida or Daytona Beach or whatever, and so that's pretty much 2 hours away from me. There's two schools that I can go to, and they cost $200 a month, which isn't bad. I can do that. It's just the whole transportation issue. So I'm still trying to get that worked out. Once that gets worked out, I'm ready to go. And I'm not saying I'm going to be prepared for it once I step in there. I don't know what I'm going to get myself into because I don't really know how anything feels. And so I'm going to just take it how it's supposed to be took and um, see what happens.
Yeah. Well, there's a school here in town. Actually, I know the guy that owns it, and well, it was open for a while, but then he closed down and moved to a different area. But I talked to him, and he said, "Oh, I might be able to open it again, and we'll have you trained." But it's like $3,000 just to have you trained. I'm like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
that is a lot of money. There's some schools like that here too in Florida. There's a lot of schools they want the money straight up, but problem with that is you don't really get to wrestle. You just train, and you don't get to wrestle at all, which is kind of messed up. They just pretty some there's some schools here that just really want the money. They don't really want you to wrestle for them or whatever. They're just taking money pretty much, just leave you in the dust. But I only have two wrestling schools in mind, and they're like close to each other. And Pro Wrestling 2.0 and Team Vision Dojo. They're both good schools. Pretty much everything's in Orlando though. It's kind of crazy. Pretty much all the schools I go to is in Orlando, and then
there's not a lot of schools here in where I live in Indiana. There's not a lot of wrestling schools.
Yeah.
Because Indiana's not really the place known for wrestling.
That is true.
Yeah.
And not even
more in like New Jersey, New York, and then like I think Florida's pretty good too.
right. And there's like so much. There's so much in Florida. I mean, you have Impact Wrestling, and then you have WWE Performance Center, which is not really. It's not even far from one of the schools I want to go train at, which is kind of crazy because even if I wanted to go wanted to become a WWE superstar, I could just easily go down the road and it's right there. But I want to stick with the indies. I don't really want to have. I want to have freedom, pretty much. So I'm not.
Yeah.
In the future,
But it would
probably.
be really cool to have one match in WWE. It'd be just so cool. Not to be on the main roster. I mean, yeah, you could be on the main roster, but it would be just so cool to be able to have that one-time moment to be in WWE one night and wrestle one night in WWE.
Right. I'm not. If okay, so after I've done training and I have built up everything I need to learn, everything is all good. I'm not saying that okay. I would do independent wrestling, but there, I would say there wouldn't be a not chance, no percent chance that I would wrestle for WWE if I had the chance. If I had the chance, and I would take it. I would take it and just go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it would be, I honestly, in my opinion, I would just start from CZW, then your ROH, and then TNA, and then if you really want to, if you're really that good, I would try to sign with WWE. Just kind of move up the ladder of the shows. Start in a backyard wrestling, and then maybe go to a small wrestling company, and then move up the ladder until you actually get to WWE, if you really want to.
Right.
But if you really don't want to go to the WWE, just kind of be your own thing and have freedom, I would stay in maybe CZW or ROH or just maybe one of the little companies in your town.
Right. I agree. So next question, pretty much kind of a last question. Yeah, pretty much last question. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I know it's kind of like a school question where a teacher asks you, where do you want to be in 5 years? But I figured why not ask the question?
Man, I see myself, I see myself in 5 years actually wrestling for CZW or OH if I really tried.
Yeah.
But if I really didn't try as hard as I really should, I see myself as in a small wrestling business. But I really want to make it to maybe ROH or CZW. CZW looks so fun. Because you're just whacking people with bats with barbed wire on it. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah. It's pretty extreme. It's like
it just depends where I am. So
right. Pretty much I'm gonna tell you mine. Pretty much just in a wrestling ring period. It doesn't really matter where I am, as long as I'm in a wrestling ring and I am having fun. That's what I want to do. And any accomplishments that come along would be just fine with me. It doesn't matter, even if it's just a little small accomplishment. It's just one. So
I would like to be a wrestler that would move to different companies, be my own thing and actually move to different companies, not just be in one place like Roman Reigns and Undertaker. They're known for WWE, but I would like to be like the Hardy Boys that move from different company to company and actually experience different things.
Right, that's why they have their contract now where they're able to pretty much do their own thing. They wrestle for WWE, but they can go to any independent company they want to.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool. And I would probably have my contract like that. Okay, I will wrestle for you, but I would like to be able to have exactly the freedom to go anywhere I want to wrestle. So
yeah.
All right. So what else should we talk about? We have a couple minutes left, so got 2 or 3.
What do you think about Ronda Rousey in WWE?
Everybody has been hating on her lately, and my opinion is just I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and wait till WrestleMania to decide if I like her or not, because just because of one move in the ring doesn't really define her career yet as a WWE superstar. So I'm kind of gonna wait till WrestleMania to judge if she's any good or whatever. I mean, she barely had a chance to train. So
I think she's gonna be the Brock Lesnar of the women's division.
probably, and then they're gonna try to get Conor McGregor. So probably, but hey, she appears more on Raw than Brock Lesnar has. So I'll give her that.
That's true.
Exactly, guys. It shows up when he wants to show
think
up.
that she has like faith.
Right. Should we talk about like All In or something? I don't know what else. We have like 2 minutes left. I don't know what else we should talk about.
I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about, dude. I'm cool with anything.
So the All In event is supposed to be in September, I believe, and I guess CM Punk is supposed to be appearing sometime soon. I'm not sure. Maybe. If I was watching Being the Elite episode correctly, when they were talking about can we afford him, and I'm guessing I'm going to assume that him is CM Punk. I don't know.
Yeah, I would actually like to see Bobby Lashley as Braun Strowman's partner for the WrestleMania.
Yeah, that for me is kind of hard because it's kind of hard to see who he's going to pick. I mean, there's so many possible people that can return. As we know, Bobby Lashley has left TNA, so it's pretty much free. So I don't know. There's not many options.
Think of Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley as a tag team. That's insane.
Yeah, I feel like they would just dominate the tag team division.
Oh yeah, they're totally.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of hard to picture though.
I see it. I see them together. I think they'll be awesome as a tag team.
Yeah, but it would be like hard for any other tag team to like come on, try to take our titles, and that really happens.
They're probably gonna be the tag team that holds them the longest in ever in WWE history.
Right, because I mean, you got one tall, strong guy. You have two strong guys. They're gonna be unstoppable if that would be a tag team.
Yeah, and Lashley, he's quick. He's very quick.
Right. I agree with that. Yeah, he is very quick.
Yeah, I would like to see him in WWE again. I think that'd be awesome.
But I'm kind of like leaning on to see who would like do the battle royal because though there are a lot of superstars, I want to see if they're like doing any like surprise returns this WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Or do any even surprise returns at NXT or anything. It's been rumored that James Storm is supposed to be at WrestleMania or NXT Takeover because he was spotted backstage a couple times. So I don't know.
Yeah. I would like to see a Hall of Famer come back.
True. Yeah. Me too.
Because Kurt Angle, he's a Hall of Famer, but he still competes, which is awesome.
Yeah, he still has it. He still has it in him. Well, everybody that knew what he was doing before he even came to WWE knew he still had it. I mean, that match with Cody Rhodes was incredible. So they're trying to like come up with something like why he didn't wear his original gear at TLC with the Shield instead of he wore the tactical vest and stuff like that. It was pretty, but that was cool. I'm glad he didn't wear it. It was cool that way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I enjoyed talking to you, my man. I really don't know what else we should talk about. Yeah, so let me get this stuff edited, and I will get back to you when it's all up and done.
All right, cool. Cool, man.
All right. Don't forget what we talked about in the DMs, though, too. After this episode airs. All right. All right. No problem.
Bye.
Bye. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Thank you guys for staying throughout the whole podcast with my talk with Damian Black. There's so much more to come. I can't wait to take you guys on a journey with me. This has been the Time to Talk podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.